2, 1. And maybe I was already live, but now I got confirmation from YouTube that I am live now. This is your Prime Minister speaking. Prime Minister of Canada, Tom Cowles, coming to you live from the Riverside Starbucks in Penticton, British Columbia, Canada. And I have to talk to you about something very, very important. So please listen up if you know what's good for you. Concurrently, I have 2 viewers on YouTube, so this is going exceedingly well. And so the information's getting out, and so that's good. Thanks to my whole technical team for making sure that this happens on a regular basis. Thank you for my lighting design and my sound crew that travel along with me everywhere I go. Thank you to my audience. One current viewer right now. Thank you to that one viewer. We had one leave in the middle. Please check the video resolution, the current resolution. Okay. Well, just give me the resolution you think is best. So let's do that. I wish I knew that before I started.
Whatever she asked for.
So I guess you're wondering why I called you here on such short notice. We got a problem. Okay? Canada's got a problem. And I'm going to fix it today. Did everybody enjoy their day of not remembering yesterday? November 12th. It's always going to be the day of not remembering.
They want to sell me a bigger package.
So you're welcome for that. Also today, I created another day for remembering everything. Like every thing that we've done in history, we're going to remember, we're going to recognize, and then we're never going to have another day for another thing again. Because it really doesn't make any sense. Like if I was to look up at what day it is, like what is this day? Today here, let's go to Google. Today is the day for salvation? Today is the day for it's Mercredi, November 13. And this is all in French. Lincoln Brewster is the day. Today is the day. Why not? Shania Twain's day today. Whose birthday is it today? Birthdays. Birthday today. Get out of town. Can you believe that Tommy Lee was born on this day? Gwen Stefani, Alicia Vikander, whoever she... Stevie Ray Vaughan, are you... Today's the day of remembering everything. How's that going for everybody? All right, so the Prime Minister of Canada, which is me, Tom Cowles, has pretty much all power when it comes to creating whatever change he wants to create. And a couple of weeks back, I instituted a full week vacation paid for everybody, but no one really took it. They all went back to work for some reason. Not sure why. Maybe because deep down inside, we all really like just working hard. There was a reason why I called you here today. There was a reason. And it's escaping me right now because, look, quite frankly, I got a lot on my mind. You know, if you had my job to do, and you knew that it was next to impossible to accomplish anything, you'd be pretty forgetful too. I'd imagine. Nah, you're better than me. In fact, anybody who wants to take this job off of my hands so I can do some other things I'm interested in, space travel being one of them, that'd be great. If you need any assistance, guidance, I'll be there for you for the first day. And then you'll figure it out. You'll figure out that you can't really make a difference within the government that you're working within right now. Or you will be when you take my job. Hasn't happened yet. Haven't found anybody qualified enough. You don't need to be very smart. In fact, it's probably going to be held against you if you think you're a really smart person. So tone that down just a little, because you don't know, right? So let's be reasonable here. Let's be logical. Do you really think that you know what's going on better than others? Like, take a look around you. Seriously, do you know what's going on? Do you have any clue on how this all works? Alright, so that individual who takes over my position as Prime Minister of Canada eventually, we'll have to learn these principles to be successful. What were we talking about? Most of the times, there's absolutely nothing going on in my brain. Most of the times, like, it's pretty much empty. I'm super smart, though, eh? I'm really, really, really quite clever. So we all know how well that goes.
Page, slow the speed down. Count on mine.
What's your next question? I can't see any questions. What? All right, where do I respond? Who do I talk to now? Should I talk to this camera? This one or this one? This one? Okay. That's a really good question. Thank you. Thank you for posing it. What was the question again? You don't remember? Oh, okay, so must not have been that important, or maybe it was really important, but should be talked about at another day, another time. Or do we talk about it now? Why isn't there anybody... Like, I'm live streaming this, right? Got one viewer. No comments. No questions, no concerns. So that's good. Any questions for your Prime Minister? And anything that you would like to see happen in your country today? How can I... Look, I'm trying to be a little bit more proactive when it comes to this job, and while I'm doing it, while I am acting Prime Minister of Canada, may as well do a good job, right? So, what's my next thought? Oh, I know. Puppies. Puppies and ice cream. Everyone should have a puppy and have enough ice cream for the whole family in their freezer at all times. It's a general rule that I would like to institute for every family. If there are those that cannot afford a puppy and or ice cream, government subsidies will be given out in one lump sum. There'll be, for the year, set aside for each individual in each family, $10,000 for ice cream and puppy food and anything puppy, like puppy toys, more puppies. No leashes, though. No leashes on puppies. No collars. No choke collars for sure. Not necessary. Our puppies will know what it's like not to be on a leash. So, and as far as the ice cream consumption, you eat as much as you like. As far as I'm concerned, the Prime Minister of Canada, as far as I'm concerned, the more ice cream you eat, the happier your existence will be. So, and just a suggestion, it's not like if you like mint chocolate chip and that's the only ice cream you like, well, fill your boots up with that. But you might find that you have guests over, and having 3 options is reasonable. And even if you're on your own and you think, man, I wish I had some ice cream, and I don't really want to have mint chocolate chip all the time. Well, there you have options, right? And you'll find that even me, I love mint chocolate chip, but even I will get a little bored of it after a while. We're getting a lot done today. Seeing that I'm getting so much done here just by the power of my own motivational skills and wordplay. Is there anybody that is interested in doing my dishes?
That's horrible.
Anybody? Do you like to do my... No? There. So I guess I got to do that too. Make myself something to eat. There's so much to frickin' do, man. The Prime Minister job is never done. So, best thing to do probably in that circumstance, like if I feel overwhelmed like I'm feeling right now, like I'm not thinking clearly, it seems like I've just taken on too much. And a lot of the times I just like to take a nap and sleep it all off and reconvene at another time during the day, Everybody know the sun's out today? It's pretty nice. It's beautiful. Prime Minister of Canada says that it's a good idea to get more sun. And You just gaze into it for a bit. Don't burn your eyes out, but that would be pretty hard to do. It is incredible how much I don't know. I really need some help. Is there anybody out there that knows more about policy than I do? Policies, procedures, things of that nature in the House of... One day I gotta go. I know one day I'm gonna have to go to Ottawa, and I'm gonna have to contend with this House of Commons thing, and I'm hoping I don't. Like, I hope that I can do my job from my room at the Beaumont Motel in Penticton or here at Starbucks. I hope I can do it from here, because I think so far I've accomplished equally, at least equally as much as the former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau did while he was in office, by just working at home, essentially, or wherever I want. But I will eventually have to go there and talk some sense to these people. And I don't think it would take too long. I think it would just be a really short conversation. Or the guy with the gavel-y thing would say, okay, Prime Minister wants to talk now. And then I would talk. I would just say, hey, guys, you want to work together? Okay. What's the first problem that we need to solve? And we'd talk about it, and then we'd say, okay, let's get a crack team of people on this. Done. Next. So that one's either solved already, or it's in the process of being solved. What's the next one? What's the next problem? And so we're going to deal with, like, 12 different issues, like major issues, and we're going to form a team of people to work on each individual issue. Not just one person, not just one person for all the issues, but we're going to get the experts in, and we're going to fix these issues. So when I do eventually go to, is it Ottawa? I have to go to Ottawa? Fuck, it's cold there. So once I go to Ottawa, I'm going to need more clothes. I'm going to need different clothes. Once I get to Ottawa, we're just going to it's all going to be about solving problems, issues. Okay, solutions. You don't have a solution? Okay, you're out. Go. I need people in here with solutions. Solutions to these problems. Abortion. What do we think about it? We haven't talked about that in a long time. Let's talk. Where are we at? 50-50 split? Okay, why? Why is it still 50-50? There's something wrong. What are we missing? What's wrong? Is it possible we could be doing something that's wrong right now? What's the heart of the issue? Life. Life? Is that... No? Okay, let's talk about it. Fuck, it's easy. So you talk about it, and then you come to the next conclusion that works for us now, presently, in this moment, not what worked for us in the past or what's going to work for us in the future. Let's stop talking about those things and dealing with the fucking issues. So, I know I've been not taking my job too seriously as the Prime Minister of Canada, and for good reason too. It's like nobody really gives me the... That's not true, not nobody. A lot of people do. There's a lot of people out there that do give me credit for the all the good work that I've been doing thus far, but most people don't recognize me because I didn't go through the whole accreditation process or I didn't use the ladder system that everybody else does to work yourself into the position that I now possess. But there, I skipped a few steps, and normally I'm not a big proponent for skipping steps because that really does put us all in a precarious situation because, well, case in point, I'm the Prime Minister of Canada and I don't know what I'm doing. But I can always find people to work with.
What happens if John can't go?
So this is your Prime Minister speaking, Tom Cowles, coming to you live from the Riverside Starbucks in Penticton, British Columbia, Canada. I'm drinking just a regular coffee right now with lots of cream, lots of sugar. Gonna go for my second cup and pretty soon. I feel like coffee is a sipping drink. It's not something that you just kind of down in like 20 minutes. I'd like to sip on my coffee for about 2 hours. In the end, when it gets really cold, it's at the bottom and it's really sweet. I just take my time sipping on that. That's the best part as far as I'm concerned. I think we should all take more time in enjoying those small things in life. If I had enough money for a latte, I would have bought one of those. That would have been awesome. Maybe I do have enough money on my card right now. I might get myself a latte next if I can afford it. Or do I make that $8 on my card last for another 4 days with just a simple coffee with a refill? I can make my own latte by filling my coffee cup up, my refill, with half coffee and then lots of cream and sugar. And ta-da! I have my own poor man's latte that only costs me a certain amount of money because I'm on a budget. Budgets are good. I don't mind budgets. Most of my budget all my budget right now goes to Starbucks, food, and medication, and then rent. But in this order is where my money will go in the future, just so everybody kind of is aware of the importance. So anything I put in my body, that will come first. I think it's really important for us to be healthy, not only physically but mentally and everything. So that's all got to work together to be a whole person. So that'll come first. And then next after that, as the Prime Minister of Canada with the budget that I have in place currently, which is zero, next will come lodging, a place to sleep. I feel like I've taken little, we could probably say I've taken nothing. And we can't really say that I've accomplished very much as the Prime Minister of Canada, and we all know how tied my hands are. No one wants to really work with me. So, like, how can I create this incredible change in our environment and our relation to one another, not only in our own town but in our world? How can I forge more alliances and solicit more opinions if I don't have the reach? So I feel like we're getting it, though. I feel like we're getting the reach. I got a viewer right now watching this YouTube episode, and who knows where that goes, right? And then from 1 goes to 2 goes to 3. Yeah, I can count just like the rest of you. And then 3, man, from 3, eternity. It's a infinitesimal just goes on forever. When in doubt, and you don't have anything else to say, and you want to look really important, end it off with eternity or something like that. It's like some concept where it's like, and then there was the singularity, that void. And then pretend like you know what you're talking about. The void. I've been to the void. Been to the void and back. Which I have. Makes me uniquely gifted for this particular title. Prime Minister of Canada. Or President of the United States. Or leader of the free world, which I quite like better than any of the other titles. I might narrow it down just to leader of the free world. Leader of the free world. And my motto would be, I've done my job. How about you guys take over from here? That'll be the motto. It's like, in the end, who needs my position to be in existence for there to be change on a grand scale? I would say it's not that we came up with. That will work. And maybe, well, we couldn't. Back in the day, we couldn't understand one another because we were talking different languages, and even if we were talking the same language, we wouldn't understand what each other was saying because all the words were different. The words changed. Oh, yes. So, I remember when we were speaking English, and words like love and compassion, well, they lost their meaning, so nobody knew what they meant anymore. So nobody thought about it. So now we talk in music. So from now on, I'll be using the Schumann's frequency to communicate with everybody energetically. So, yeah. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm working on anyways. I think it's possible. It requires less effort on my part, less cleverness, and I want to get to the point where I'm not using my brain anymore. That would be nice. If I don't have to use this thing called mind as much to make the really important decisions, you know what I'm saying? So now I have an excellent connection. I wonder why that is. My connection is excellent. It was at one time, but now it's not. The connection is never going to be perfect. We know this, right? Or can it be? What are we talking about? Are we talking about the connection here on the internet via the Starbucks Wi-Fi system, or are we talking about the human connection that we have to the universe and each other? What are we talking about right now? Well, you got to be specific. What do you want to talk about? Ice cream. Puppies and ice cream. I agree. Very important. Very important. I'm going to get another coffee. Hang tight, person that's viewing this currently. Hang tight. And we'll come back. Prime Minister of Canada speaking. Tom Cowles coming to you live from Riverside Starbucks in Penticton, British Columbia, Canada. Super excited to be here. Super excited to have another day. Sun's out. It's not a command of mine as the Prime Minister, but it's a suggestion. Why don't you go out and have a walk? Take that sun in a little bit. Does anybody want a coffee? You want coffee? I'm going up. I don't have any money, but you can have some of my. I have another cup. I'll just pour it in here. You guys want something? No? Okay, I'm gonna get my own. All right. I'm gonna do that right now. I was just gonna say, hey, got my coffee, but now I'm gonna be in a meeting for the next 5 hours, or taking a nap. I usually take a nap around this time a day.
Good times to
Yeah. It's really important for us to all Stay rested.
And hydrated.
Not hydrated.
I see you ordered the small.
Carrie's first because she's a lady.
Would you like to try a sample? What is it? We have hot chocolate and then white chocolate.
Nope, just peppermint.
Peppermint.
Peppermint mocha. Yeah.
Thank you.
Here we go. And this is Tom.
I would love to.
That's so that's hot chocolate and that's peppermint mocha with chocolate.
Enough said.
And then this is Lou. You're welcome. There's Lou.
Would you like a sample?
Absolutely.
Yeah, hot chocolate and Adrian thinks yes.
Ask Miss Lara. Ask Miss Gary. But that's how we do it. I have to get this to go on your table. Oh, thank you very much. There you go. Up there. Okay, I'm coming.
slow like this, then quarters are fine. But we tend to start getting an afternoon rush around 2 o'clock. So if we start getting busier, then this is good. Yeah, good.
No? All the drinks are good, right? So when Dave gets back, I'm gonna do a bit of warming and I'll do a demo part. Okay? So
Oh, you're off for training there.
thank you. Fine.
Good. They've just been a piece of.
That's what I think. Sorry, I started with you. Okay.
No, I don't like to get much of
I know, I'm sorry.
I should
I opened Prime. I opened an extra Christmas one. I didn't know this was here, so there's an extra one. Oh, can I tell you something about this oven? So this oven, when we were working, all of a sudden it wouldn't let us close it. It wouldn't close. It's called a midnight. And this has getting replaced. They're not sending anybody out to fix it. And now it's closing. We're getting a new oven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's got shipped. It should be delivered on Monday or Tuesday. A new oven? Yes. So, well, like I think what we should probably do is plug the heat in.
Yeah.
And then I'll use it again tomorrow. So like you can start to use it. But yeah, it's because the door would close so we couldn't use it today.
We
So
used to use it again.
I think so.
Yeah, so I'll just get the door back and we'll,
it's not that
I just have to, if it's a dead hole, it's not gonna be able to keep it properly, so
But I was, it's not even dirty. So, that's pretty nice considering.
for me, we had like with the morning, like if I was to look at this and feel like I was working, I only could say it's 30. I'm sorry.
See, it won't close again.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that's why we're.
So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this quick clean and we'll just wait till the end of the night to close this oven.
Okay. I thought we had, okay, now.
Yeah, it's, I don't,
Don't do
it's
that.
so it's not getting.
Okay, perfect. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Wanna try to like, is this all soft already? Yeah, because we have, 4 cases of pork and apple So if you grab the last one, you just grab the case of pork, like, and they get square. Yeah, the rule of thumb is after 11 o'clock. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.